The man himself.
So here we go.
Jerome Brown, aka Dollar Bill, y'all.
What's up?
What's up, Ron?
He put a little gas on the intro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I really don't like gas. I run off diesel. You know what I mean? But we gonna roll with it. It's feeling good today, though.
What's up?
Booney in the house.
Yeah, I know. Hey, look, I'm decisive on air. Hey, don't everybody have the privilege to know Booney.
Oh, I know, all right.
that run deep.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah, welcome. No, it took a few country years to get you here.
Country years, you know.
Different locations.
Some urban miles and country years. Yeah. We made it, though.
Yeah,
you know?
welcome.
Country roads.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, if Jesus took that walk, we can take that walk.
Hell
As long as you get there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
In the end, I just don't want to have to ask my brother why I had thou forsaken me. You know? Okay? I'm just being honest. Would you do me like that?
Would you do me like that for? Right.
Okay.
Well, I'm a firm believer in timing it perfect. Timing is everything.
Right.
It's just
Right.
You cannot break the cycle of time when it comes to anything. So it has to be organic.
Right.
And today is an organic day. It's Saturday, October 26th.
Yeah.
About 9:30 in the morning, and we about to do that thing,
Oh yeah. Shoot, man. How you been though, man? How you been?
I've been blessed.
Yeah.
That I've learned to give it up to the man upstairs immediately, because that's what makes it all happen, And we cuss and fuss, and everybody do what we do, but the awareness of the Lord immediately is very important, and that's no church on it, that's no Christian on it, that's no Muslim on it, that's just straight real from the heart and soul.
Right.
You got to have a connection with God in your church it walks with you every day.
Man, on that, yeah, I feel you on that.
That's real, man.
Heck yeah. I'm a true believer, I know that, Co-founder, Urban Survival Entertainment. What is Survival Entertainment?
Urban Survival Entertainment is a label that we started in the mid-2000s with the south side of Cleveland, Ohio. And, from our neighborhood, because everybody had their own cliques from their neighborhoods, but the south side didn't have anything to go on. We had to join other neighborhoods. So we decided, let's do it for our peoples down here, because we never get any recognition. So we started a very big movement. It topped out at about 100 people.
Wow.
Yeah, it was about 100 members at the time. They're at our heyday or our peak moment. And it's a great movement. We still family. We got a little bit older and responsibilities kicked in, so we had to do for our families and stuff like that. But we still here. We make noise in a different way. A lot of us are still musicians at the same time and still chasing that dream, that ultimate goal. And I support each and every one of our brothers. But Dollar Bill had to step back for a minute and get life together, because I had put everything on the line for music as a whole, and your family suffers when you do stuff like that. It's a major sacrifice.
Yeah.
So I told myself when I turned 40 that I could no longer jeopardize my family. I had to do family first and me first, and so. Everybody respected it and understood it, though, because I've sacrificed for so many years. So, which got me to sitting here with you, Solomon, right now, and with you, young lady Booney over there. Because it was a long walk. It took me a long time to get to these little moments right here, to where it's humbling. And it's appreciated that you guys would even want to have me on the air. I mean, there's not a lot of people that you would ask to come sit down and have a talk with. That's got to be somebody kind of important. So I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So thank you. It's humbling and appreciative that you're here too.
Yeah, I go both ways.
Yeah, really, y'all, because you've done a lot, and you definitely trailblazed through what you're doing. It's definitely to be acknowledged and appreciated. So, shout out to you too. Thank you.
I think.
Finally.
I know you said family first, because I experienced, it's when I was much younger. I had kids at an early age, taking care of them, and I had my sons in football, Pee Wee football, and Had my daughter, you know, Yella, she was singing. She was a rapper, then she was singing, and I put so much time and money into it, and always in the studio and this and that. It was put a damper, you know, on the you know, the relationship, you know.
Right.
So
Right.
I understand that, but you know, like I say, as she got older, she did a track with the Mushroom Heads.
Okay.
Oh.
Now that's big.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. She
okay.
she was doing it, but you know, life, you know, later on, you know,
Right.
got married and everything, so just step back and stuff. But yeah, she went on what was that? She opened up actually before Gerald Levert had passed away. He had took her under his wing.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. She was.
Shout out to the Leverts, you know.
Yeah. Shout out to
Cleveland
Levert.
legends, the whole family, you know.
Yeah, she was actually going somewhere because I was managing her for a while, and I said I only can get you so far. Then somebody else can take up, you know. But living and learning, that was a mistake on my part, you know. But you live and learn,
Yeah.
Right.
you know.
Right.
So, but I, you know, I did best I could do, you know, and you know, shout out to all the dads out there, you know.
Hey, I hear Batman. I knew it. Look at him, man. Look. Yes, sir.
What's up? What's
Newly
up?
inducted.
What's up?
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, NC Brains in the building.
Yeah, man.
What's going on, brother?
Oh,
Looking like he from the island. I'm from the island. Coming and, you know.
Good morning, y'all. How y'all feeling, man?
Pretty good, pretty good.
All day. Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
Like them David Fords you got on.
Oh man, you know
Shout out to
I
David
keep
Ford
it
all day.
Cleveland, man. I keep it.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Shout out to David
David
Ford.
Ford's right there.
I keep it Cleveland, baby.
Like I know that style, see?
Yeah, man.
Congratulations, man. Going to that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
Oh
brother.
man, thank you, man. It's been like a dream come true, man. It's kind of hard to come down off of. I still got my band on.
Right.
I said I ain't taking it off until it fall
Until
off.
it fall off. I know that's right,
That's what's
man.
up. You like
And it's wrinkled too, so you can tell him to take a shower. Don't y'all think he ain't been taking no shower. You know, I see water on there.
Yeah, man.
He like, wait a minute, I gotta pitch myself every minute. Hold up, let me.
Man, it's just such a blessing, man. You know, to work so hard and then to be acknowledged, man. That's just a beautiful thing, and to be acknowledged on that level. You know what I'm saying? It's just a beautiful thing, man. They brought me down there, made me feel like $1 million, man.
Shoot, man.
Yeah,
You
man.
put in work, man.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, man.
You know, a lot of people, you know, when you're doing something, you know they out there, they know what you're doing, but you don't really realize how much they really appreciate you until
Right.
they actually, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, man.
Man, that's
Yeah.
a celebration.
A lot of big DJs showed up, man, and they, you know, it wasn't even a big ceremony. They're actually they're doing a big ceremony for me in 2020. So it was just my family and friends and my colleagues, and the crazy thing, man, people like Johnny O, Scratchmaster L, like all of the big DJs, man, that came out and supported me, man. That was just great. The Mason brothers came down. I don't know if you know those guys. They're boxing brothers, man. It was great, man.
Yeah,
It was
DJ
great.
Rowe, DJ MKL.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. DJ Rowe supposed to be on the show pretty soon also.
Rowe, good guy,
Oh,
man.
great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He do half of my give backs and stuff, and then MKM do the other ones, and then they do them like Christmas. They both doing it
Okay.
together. Yeah.
We just had DJ Chicago on the show. What was that last
Shout out,
weekend?
Shaq.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what's up, man. You been doing this since you was 15 or younger?
Well, I've been doing it since I was 11, but professionally 15. Yeah, 15.
Wow.
15 just turned to 16. Yeah, man. So
Ooh.
yeah, I've been doing it a long time, man. A lot of my friends and stuff know that I've and my fans know that I've never put the mic down ever in my life. You know what I'm saying? I've always been at it. I never stopped. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Wow.
What was that? I read something saying, what's his name? Bivens?
Yeah.
Gave you a Range Rover in a hotel room
Yeah.
at 15.
Yeah, man. I didn't even have, the funny thing is I didn't even have license.
Said, welcome to Los Angeles.
So that's true story.
Yeah, that's a true story. The funny thing, he asked me did I have license? I told him no. They put me on the plane. and to Boston, and I came back with license.
Hell no.
I know that was a heck of a feeling too. You
Yeah,
was like,
man.
wow.
Yeah, man. The way I got my first license, it said, "You know how to drive, right, man?" I said, "Yeah, I know how to drive." He's like, "All right, sign your name right there." And I got back on the plane and went back to California.
Wow.
Just that easy. Just that easy.
Wow.
Man,
Something y'all didn't know.
right.
Crazy.
So I came here and switched my license over. Never took a driving test in my life.
Don't try this at home, boys and girls.
That's what money do. You know?
Yeah.
That's what money do.
That is, man, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, man.
Sure, I've been driving since I was real young too, but shoot.
No.
Man, listen. I've been driving for so long and I didn't even go get my license till I was like 18. How crazy is that? How crazy is that?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I remember I had my buddy's car one day. I'm driving through what's that? 55th. Coming up on Kinsman, and I'm riding with the brakes wasn't all that good, so I had to throw it in neutral as I'm coming up to a stoplight. And so the police was sitting on the side of the road down there. And so this time, the brakes was really wore out by that time. So the light turned red, and I was on the brakes and had it in neutral, but it still was going and went up underneath the red light. Here they come. They came on out.
Oh, man.
But they didn't take, they told me, they gave me a court date, and
Okay.
everything. So they was like, you just make sure you got your temps or whatever when you go to court.
Right.
So
Right.
that's what made me go ahead and,
Go on and get 'em.
Yeah, because I had cars and everything, but just didn't go get them license yet. But I went and got them. After that, I'll tell you that.
All right, now check out. Whenever I'm on air, I kind of interview the interviewer. This is what I do, you know what I mean? So the world want to know on my side of things a little bit about Solomon and what you do.
Okay.
Let's get into some of that right there. Some of the nitty gritty. I put a little pressure on you. You know what I'm saying? That's where I come in. It's going down.
He didn't know about that part.
You didn't know about that part.
Hey, that's all good.
Hey, first of all, to everybody out there, call in 216-939-5087. Give a shout out. Good vibes we spreading today. We got MC Brains, just got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We got Boney over there. We down at No Static Radio right now. And we got my man Solomon about to let y'all know how he get down.
Oh yeah. They call me Solomon Paulk the Bodyguard. I'm known everywhere,
All day.
Oh yeah, all day. Man, I've been doing this for so long. The first person I ever bodyguard was Ron DMC.
Run DMC.
Yep.
DMC,
That was
yeah.
way back in the day. Since early 80s.
Yeah.
I'm telling my age now.
Right. Oh, that's all dope. You made it.
So, dude, I'm talking all the way to LeBron James.
Wow.
Talking Rick Ross, Chameleonaire,
Yeah.
Pitbull, Daddy Yankee. I mean, the list go on. Shauna, I can just name names all day long.
Right.
But I love doing this,
Right.
So,
What's that there?
got a call.
Ah.
What's that?
Go ahead.
Good morning, Solid Park Radio Show. No Static Radio. Who's on the line? Just calling.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy DS, man. What's up, Brain?
What up, baby? You see I'm over here with my face wear on, right?
What's going on,
I'm
brother?
always gonna jump on with my peoples on here.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
sir.
sir. We was over here talking about these fly shades I got on my
Yes.
face a minute ago.
David Forrest.
Ooh,
So
wait.
as soon as he walked in, I said, David Forrest.
He sure did. I didn't even have to tell him. He said it himself, Dave.
But all the famers gotta have luxury stuff, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, most definitely.
You're
Yes,
right
sir.
about that.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
But congrats to my bro. Congrats to everybody. Solomon, great show, man.
Thanks,
I just
brother.
wanted to come in and show my love real quick.
Yes, sir. brother.
Hey, and Dave, our apologies because we were supposed to be on with you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, bro, it has been a crazy ride for me, as you well know. So I'm moving and shaking this morning, so
You know
it's
it.
crazy.
Hey, non-stop grind.
Heck yeah, Dave. Really appreciate you, brother.
That's what we do.
All right, well, let's get it in, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir, bro.
All right.
Church on the move.
One.
Yes.
Ford in the building.
Heck yeah, man. Them are some fly. You know what? They fit your face just right too when you put them on.
Yeah, they do.
And they light. So
Mhm. Yeah, he does a great job,
yeah,
man.
heck yeah. So, man, look.
Wait, one more. Hold on. We still was learning about Solomon a little bit. You know? One more second, man. It was getting kind of interesting. We got a call. He changed it up. Shout out to Dave Ford all day. So
I know when I was bodyguarding Miss America,
there you go.
she couldn't believe it because you had that long line of people taking pictures of her and stuff like that.
Right.
And I would never, certain things I don't agree with, but I'm not going to coarsen it.
Okay.
You know, so you had people coming up to her this close. She's sitting in a chair just like I am right now. And they'll come by her and kneel down and put their arm around her and take pictures. Well, I wasn't, really feeling that, but who am I to course in that with her? This is what she want to do.
Royalty.
I would
Quote,
figure,
unquote.
so I would figure you would have a table so you be this far apart from it and take the picture.
Right.
And, sign autographs. Well, anyway, long story short, so I say this one guy, I can read people real good. I've been doing this like second nature to me,
Right.
So this one guy came up, so three guys with him. So I knew what he was about to do, man. When he kneeled down, he pointed to make her look. So when he pointed and she looked, see, at the same time, all motion, I pivot my feet just in case he do
Your
anything.
antennas go up.
Yeah. So he tried to kiss her. When he tried to kiss her, I threw my hand up. His lips met the palm of my hand. And I just shoved him to the ground. So his boys picked him up. And all the thing he did was he just did like this. I'm like, get on up out of here.
You talking
dude.
about Miss America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This is big stuff, man.
Yeah. And, but she was always tripping on me because she's like, they all want to take pictures they want to take pictures of me,
Right.
They all here to see her. But you know what? A lot of celebrities, when I be with a lot of celebrities, a lot of people do want to take pictures of me.
For sure.
And so, they were like, man, you need to start charging people,
Right.
because I never really had thought of that, but then I started thinking like, wait a minute, I'm somebody too.
Right.
That's,
Yeah.
that's the whole point of this conversation right there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I wanted to get to, you know what I'm saying? That everybody got to realize out there, period. Everybody got a little something special about it. Find what that is and then just exploit it. Be the best you can be at what it is that you do.
Yeah.
And then it takes you to the top, you know what I'm saying? So, we sitting here right now, we sitting here with this brother right here. One of a very few that he just got into the Rock. It's hard to get into that building.
Right.
We sitting here having coffee and donuts. I told him about the coffee and donuts shit. I sure did. I said he gonna walk out if you ain't got no coffee and donuts. And I be daggone if it ain't no coffee and donuts in here.
I got coffee.
That's a moment for you. You know what I'm saying?
That's our morning. That's our morning talking crap. Talking crap. That was my 1 eye open talking to her.
I bet some coffee and donuts be the next time. She got coffee though. You know?
Yup, and the candy dish should be full.
All day.
I remember we went down, flew down to New Orleans with Dante Whitner, and man, we had some fun time down there, man.
Right.
Went to party, went to the New Orleans Saints, so, man, this building was so high in the air, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was a nightclub at the very top.
Dang.
Yes.
At the very top of the
Yeah,
building.
the very top, man.
Oh, that's dope.
But we had some fun down there, though, man. Got kicked out of every place we went into, though. But, him and his entourage, they having fun doing their thing, but
Right.
I'm with them, so I gotta, go get whatever they go. But yeah, it was a good time, though, But yeah, man, I love doing this, and shout out to Shauna, Ludacris, like I say, I tell the story all the time because there's a lot of amazing rappers out there, you know, female rappers, you know, and
she's a monster though.
Yes,
she's a monster.
Yes, because I'm about to say how she was rapping.
She's a monster,
dude.
Yeah,
she was rapping like Twister, like fast, and hear every single lyric. Mm-hmm. And then she had grabbed 2 microphones.
Yep.
Then she did the Matrix. Yeah. Then all the way backwards with that microphone, both of the microphones, and man, didn't miss a beat. Didn't sound like she was doing that. Like, dude, she awesome. Well, she first started out as underground. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, she was on a lot of mixtapes at first.
Yeah.
Then Luda came on and put her in the front. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a great MC, man. Great MC.
But so are you though.
Oh yeah, man. Like I say, I've been doing it a good minute, man. I come from 116th and Union area, so that's my neighborhood.
Okay, we all in the same.
I went to Nathan Hill. Then after Nathan Hill, I went to Rhodes. I was a quarterback at Rhodes, quarterback for my school, so I was always in the limelight, man. I was the first one to bust through the banner and everything, man. So I used to have a ball, and I think that was the most fun I ever had in my life, and I've done some things.
High school.
The most fun I ever had in my life was football, man. Yeah. And I got pulled out of school, like, I think 11th grade, and went straight to the music thing, man. It's funny because I always tell a lot of my friends remember me in school. I remember a time somebody just hit me with a message on my Instagram and said, I remember I was sitting in the principal's office and you was in there, and the principal said, if you keep rapping, I'm going to add more days onto your suspension. So I kept rapping. I ended up with a week suspension.
It was well worth it. It was well worth it.
And that same principal invited me back to the school for at the auditorium just to celebrate, me getting
I bet she did, or he did.
He did. And Mr. Neckbetal, I'll never forget it. He invited me back to the school, man, and that was great. But I went from there, man. I was caught up in the streets and all that whole thing, man. It's kind of like a Cinderella story with me, man. I was caught up in the street thing and selling drugs and gangs and all that whole nine, and then, but one thing that I would put all of that down for was music. So talent shows was big then. It was talent shows every week when we were young.
It was. Show high talent shows.
Yeah, talent shows every week. So I went and did the talent shows and put that down. And just to make a long story short, I was so persistent with the talent shows and stuff. Me and Bone used to be in all the talent shows together. That's how we know each other so well. We knew each other as kids, so we would see each other in the talent shows. They would be the group that was winning, and I would be the solo act that was winning all the time. And one day, Silver B had a show at the...
Shout out to Silver B and Bone.
Man, I forgot the name of that place, but Silver B had a show, and I came to the show, and Ice Cube was supposed to perform. And when Ice Cube was late, so by him being late, I came in and filled in and was rocking the mic. And as I was rocking the mic, Cube came to the side of the stage. He told me to keep going. So I kept going, and once I kept going, finally he was there, and he said, okay, let me go on. So the lynch mob stayed over, and they wanted me to hang out and wait to talk to Cube. And once I talked with him, to make a long story short from that, I ended up with a deal with Ice Cube first. That was my first deal. Then I got in a little trouble with the lynch mob, and Mama said, nah. So on to about a month later, a friend of hers called her that worked at Denny's. And Michael Bivins and New Edition and all of them was at the Denny's from a Superfest tour. And the person that worked there called my mom and said, you and Shannon need to get up here because the fellas is up here. So we went up there, and I kind of choked up when I got up there, and I said, nah, Mom, I'm cool. And she said, nah, you ain't getting me out this house, and ain't gonna rap. You about to rap. So she went over there and talked. She went in between the security. The security was holding her up, and then they listened to her. So she looked over at the car and waved me on to come here. So I came over there. He said, all right, do your thing. I had been recording with EQ. I don't know if y'all familiar with EQ.
Yeah, I'm EQ.
I've been recording with Rest in Peace.
Rest in Peace,
Yeah, I did some recording with EQ. So I had a demo tape and everything else prepared. But he wanted me to do it live and right there in the parking lot. But by me doing so many talent shows, the people in the parking lot knew some of my songs. So as I was singing my song, the people in the parking lot would sing the song with me.
He said he got fans already.
Yeah, he was impressed that I didn't have a record out, but people knew my records.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, from there, man, I mean, about a month later, I got plane ticket to California, and that was it.
Wow.
Bang.
Yeah.
You know what he say?
Yeah.
Been banging it out ever since,
Yeah,
boy.
216, you can see it on my face. Bang, all day.
See, I came up 118th in Kinsman.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, same area.
Yeah.
Yep, same area.
You know, everybody's, festival used to be at Woodhill Park all the time. And,
Yes.
man,
Yes.
we had a ball. I went to John Adams, you
Okay.
know.
Mm-hmm.
First, went to Mooney.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, first, okay, Audubon first. And then when they started bussing, I went to Mooney.
Okay.
Then after Mooney, John Adams.
Right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so, man, talking about a fashion school. Everybody was, dressing up all the time.
Right.
So,
To the fashion now, they doing up a 360. Joggers, same thing that they wearing now. We've been wearing
Yeah.
the guests.
Puma and fucking champion and all
Our
that.
champion, all that.